Hey, what up, everybody? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Hey, we got Memphis in the building.
Memphis in the building, dog. I was
Let's
just
go.
in Nashville last night. Out there for the whole weekend. Shit was popping.
That's not Memphis.
I know, but it ain't far.
Tennessee, ain't it?
It's in Tennessee.
Niggas, I like.
I know. I ain't get a chance to go to Memphis this year yet, but as close as I got thus far is Nashville. So still get some good ass food out there.
Memphis seems so fun. Like I'd be
Memphis?
jealous. Memphis. It seems so fun. Like I'd be watching stuff and I feel like I'm kind of jealous of people who are from Memphis because y'all are having the most fun right now.
Yeah, like beating niggas up. Like
Yeah, that too. Y'all
Like-
music too.
like
but
niggas
beating
robbing
niggas
the
up.
malls.
I don't
In
know
the
about that
name
kind
of
of
justice. That's what I don't understand.
No, I'm saying y'all got Duke Deuce and stuff. You know?
Oh, you talking about the good part. Yeah. Yeah,
Why didn't you
The
notice that
fun part.
first? Ladies and gentlemen, you see them all over the internet doing amazing videos, voiceovers, cartoons, everything, man. Please welcome Memphis' own Mr. Tutweezy.
Yes, sir.
Tut.
You feel me, man?
Hey, how did you get started?
How did I get started? Shit. How did I get started?
Is Tut coming from the Egyptian side of things, or is Tut short for something else?
It's my last name. My last name is Tutweiler, so I took that and
Oh,
made
shit,
it.
okay.
I should
Tutweezy.
know that
Yeah. Wow.
from your
Yeah,
paperwork.
I'm about to say you signed a lot of paperwork for me. You should know that.
That ain't doing none of the paperwork. You might get handed that, but you ain't filing none of that shit. Somebody
like, oh, that's what you want me to send to somebody else.
'Cause I be remembering. I definitely remember when I found out your name.
Oh,
but there be hella comics. I'd be looking at the paperwork, and I'm
man.
like,
Who the
oh,
fuck? Niggas found out my name and came to me like I had cases against me. Niggas was like, can I talk to you for a second? Who the fuck is such and such? Robert.
like, bro, Tahir didn't get paid yet, but there's somebody who turned
Robert's
it
other
into
nigga.
shit.
They
Robert
ran
got a couple checks. Wait. I
Somebody
hated
hit
the
up
name
Tahir.
Robert after I found out what Tahir meant. But I was
Damn.
like too far along in high school to try to switch it over.
Yeah.
So I just wait to college to start going about Tahir. Like niggas wasn't switching over in 11th grade, just calling you Tahir.
None of
from
y'all
Robert.
would consider a legal name change.
Well, I mean, it's my middle name, so there's no need to do it. It's just like
I'm
Tahir.
changing my middle name.
Are you? Wow.
Legally? To
Heck
what?
yeah, Cloud.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm making it official. I will relate to that way more than my middle name.
Well, I mean, I go by Tahir Moore, and Tahir's just the middle name, and my last name is Moore, so it's like I always feel like fuck it, man.
Simple.
If something happens legally with more tax shit, I'll just blame that on Robert Moore, and I'll change it to Tahir.
It's not gonna work. Look,
You can't
have it
wait until a crime happens.
you have it
to change
easier
your name.
because you could change Robert and still go by Tahir Moore. But then
Yeah.
when somebody hits your ID, it'd be like, oh, Conrad Tahir Moore. That's kind of crazy. Sir Tahir Moore? That's kind of fly.
Sire to him more.
Sir.
Hell no.
I mean, it might still happen. We got time. I ain't never had. I never had the inkling to just go do it though. Yeah. I feel like it's still kind of honoring my dad because I was named after my dad. So
Right.
you know, I'm
That's
just
the one
keep
thing
it
you don't wanna
funky
do.
right there with that.
Right.
But Robert just sound like a nigga that's gonna do your taxes. I've always thought that. Hey, I'm Robert Moore. You got your paperwork? That's how I always just. I was like, nah, dog. They
And
don't.
he got one of them flies. He crawling
Oh, with the number underneath it?
with his arms
I'll
crossed.
get your black ass out of jail. Call this number. Like, hey, man.
Suit
You
on,
are a
arms
white man.
folded, just like this. Are you in trouble?
So wait, did people call you Tutweezy based off your last name, or did you just take your last name and flip it?
Actually, I guess YouTube checked my search engine and seen there was a lot of Lil Wayne in it. And they took my last name and simulated like a couple of names. One of them was like Tutman45.
So this was an auto word generator, like
Oh shit! YouTube
For my
gave your
YouTube name, yeah.
Oh word.
like Childish Gambino. That's how he got.
Really?
That shit just-
Yeah, he
was
got it
like-
from like a random generator. There's a lot of rappers that be doing that
Oh shit.
because they're just like, I'm not in the streets like that. No one's giving me a good nickname. Let me ask the internet.
The game changed when they started putting all of these letters with it too. The NBA, YLN.
Oh,
all of
yeah.
that. I was, why the letters?
I get it though. It's like
That's they squad.
it's almost like advertisement. Like if you was from like shout out to 600 Breezy. I'm a fan of a lot of Chicago rap. There are gangs out there that like people will put it as a part of their rap name. So if they blow up, it's like putting their gang on.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So that's why there'd be like multiple rappers with that little like the little tag in front. But there's usually like only one or two that blow up.
Who you listening to right now that's maybe up and coming that maybe a lot of people don't know? Because you be on the new shit. I've recently got I've been falling back in love with like street rap and shit. And Spotify has a really good playlist, like a really good couple playlists of putting you on putting you on some dope ass shit.
Nothing's gonna put you on more than TikTok and SoundCloud, because that's where I feel like that's where everything festers, and then it blows up either on social media or on stream sites. But like I feel like all of the the underground stuff is going through there. It's going through the dancers that are posting videos. It's going through the DJs that are making mixes or like pitching down these like reverb mixes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Destroy Lonely a lot. You heard of
Is that
him?
a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, I thought that was a video game. I sound like a video game or a lo-fi channel.
That sound like a negative self-help book.
All the LLCs are
Destroy
taken,
Lonely.
nigga. Like, you can't be just Lil something anymore. You got to be after the party, or you got to be a fucking sentence now.
Yeah. Okay. Destroy Lonely.
Destroyed Lonely. Yeah, he has like a couple. He's like one of those rappers that'll have like a leak of a clip that's 45 seconds, horrible quality, but people will remix it and fix it up and do all this stuff and make his marketing for him before he drops it.
Okay.
That's like a really good situation to be.
Yeah.
Niggas be having them fans.
I'm fucking with this rapper called Rundown Chopper Boy.
That's more of a sentence than Destroy Lonely.
Run down Chopper Boy.
That's a full sentence.
Rundown Chopper Boy.
Sounds amazing.
Oh my God, it's Rundown Chopper Boy.
That shit go hard. He only got like 3 tracks out on Spotify, but each one of them motherfuckers go crazy. Him, some dude named Jab with 2 B's. He got a song called Too Nice. And a chick named Tia Kareen.
Oh yeah.
These are all people that are. These are all people who are brand new. They only got 2-3 songs on Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh, he talking brand new. I thought.
Yeah, I like catching them and watching the ascension and seeing who's gonna really seeing if I could kind of like forecast oh yeah, this motherfucker gonna make it. Cause like even though Rundown Chopper Boy, that's a mouthful. Hey, that motherfucker
2 words,
he be spitting though.
He got the Pooh Shiesty in the Spotify video.
Bro, you know what's crazy? So you know how Spotify does, like sometimes when they play the song, they give you a clip of the video while they doing it. It's a part on one of his songs on that little video thing where he looks just like JoJo, Kev's son. And it's so creepy to see.
That's wild. Gangsta JoJo?
Yeah, Gangsta JoJo just rapping. It's like, no, the streets got him.
That's so wild. I think the doppelganger thing is 1,000%.
Bro, it's
correct.
getting more and more visible because of social media.
Right.
Like, growing up, I didn't see anybody that looked like me, but now it's like they everywhere, bro. Somebody
Social
tag
media
me.
is the
Hell no.
Somebody tag me some shit.
for the clones.
Imagine if you were God and you were like, if I'm gonna make something similar, I'll put one in Africa and one in America. They'll never see each other. And then social media connect everybody. You like, oh shit.
Bro, nigga told me he thought I had put the extensions in. Bro,
Wait, where is he?
I don't know. This is on a video.
That's America though.
Yeah, this is
my
America,
God.
but like, bro, I had to
That
double
is
take like
hilarious.
he got my beard too, the little crunchy beard.
That be making me think that we were made in a factory because it's almost
Bro.
like there were hair swaps.
Oh, no.
There were skin
Bro.
color
Paste.
Copy paste.
color swaps, style
Bro.
swaps, like even just where you grew up. Like there could be like an Indian to here in India.
Bro, what's crazy is
without Instagram, no one would have known.
I've never seen a darker skinned doppelganger. We're all light skinned.
And black.
I've never,
What about
always
white?
Like, I actually haven't seen
seen
any black ones either.
Seen a white tear?
I've never seen a white one.
What about Asian?
No Asian ones.
This for sure an Asian to hear.
Yeah,
something.
I'm not
Definitely
denying. I'm
an
just
Asian
saying,
too.
like, all my doppelgangers are literally like in the same color scheme as me too. It's like, guy really up there just hitting
Are they
like
all
copy
ginger?
paste. Not all of us, but a lot of them have like I mean, you saw a boy. He had it in his locks.
But did he have
and his
freckles?
beard? Look at his beard. Yeah, he got the beard and the freckles. Bro, look at this dude, bro. I'm gonna have to put it in the thing.
Yep.
Freckles, all that.
Right.
Punchy beard, just like my beard be doing, be going for all of that, bro.
We looking at the
Nose-
multiverse of Tahir.
Have you ever seen someone? These are harder to spot, but have you ever seen someone who looks exactly like you or someone you know, but with completely different, like different hair, maybe like no freckles, or just like not? Because it's easier to spot someone who looks like me if they have dreads, they have my exact facial hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there are people that look like exactly like other people, but just different race, different hair type, all
Different
that.
lifestyle.
I know
Have you
a
ever
white,
figured that out?
A white dude that looked like you, and he got locks too.
But that's the thing. He had locks.
believe
Yeah.
But
like, even
I think
his
Funny
every-
Mike is the me that went down the wrong path.
22
If
Savage.
I would have been in the streets,
Let me see this. Where's that camera? Let me get that out real quick, just so they can see it.
22 Savage. He did. You guys did look
Yep.
very
and,
similar.
and 21 Savage too. If I would have went all the way to the streets,
It's like a Pokemon evolution.
right? Like me, Funny Mike, and then fully evolved is 21 Savage.
That's funny as shit.
His beard.
That's
what really throws
crazy.
me off, like the beard hair is the same too.
Nah, I'm gonna show
That
y'all.
nigga do look like you.
I'm gonna
though.
show y'all some scary shit. So I was on Twitter one day, and this dude had made a tweet, and he was like, "Oh, the people that you know, the celebrities and all these people, they were reborn, of people from the past and all this other shit." They had one nigga look like the baby in like 1970 and shit. He had a sword up. I was like, "What the fuck?" They had another nigga that looked like Ugly God. If y'all know who Ugly God is,
for sure.
and then they had one that looked like me, and I was like, the other people's versions didn't really look like them to the T. But this is the nigga that he posted. Said I was reborn from.
Is he smoking like a magical pipe?
Yeah, he's smoking that gas.
That shit do look like.
He got a do-rag on. And look at the beard, bro. That shit even patchy in the same
Spoiler,
spot.
it look just like this nigga.
Bro. Bro.
Yo,
Yeah,
the
see if
people
we
were
can do
calling,
that.
calling that light skinned dude I just showed, they were calling him Patrick Moore. With the locks.
The fusion
Bro.
dance.
Like,
There you go.
like, bro.
Bro, that's you.
You can't
man.
tell me that ain't me
When
smoking
I-
that gas
When
and
I-
like,
when I move this phone, y'all gonna see that that's Tut. One, two. Now turn your head a little bit to like that. There you go. Boom. Face ass. I'm gonna get coffee. We'll do this intro song and we get this thing going, man.
Hey, that's so funny because I feel
That's
like
scary.
you know how you'll see like a family and you'll see like either a mom or dad's face and you'll be like, oh, it was copy paste, like
yeah.
no differences, just again me again. I think that shit is real. I think that I've seen like ancient versions of like Nicolas Cage and like all this shit, but I think we just take for granted how strong some genes are. Like we be thinking like it's only from son or mother to daughter son, but I've seen some great grandparents that look hella like their grandkids.
Yeah.
So I think that even if you were to believe that maybe that could happen over hundreds and hundreds of years, niggas could still have the same face. I don't know. That
I'm
might
talking
be
about exact same face.
that might be a thing. There might be just like someone who, and that's the craziest thing about genes is that they could skip several generations. You could have
And then
a
pop
bunch
up.
of, and then one pop up that looked just like you. So if you stretch that out to like 100 years, you could have a great grandparent that's like copy paste of you, and that's
how all
wild.
That's how Wednesday was
With what the
with her
series
ancient
Oh,
predecessor. She looked exactly like her. You didn't watch it?
Wednesday the show, right?
The series, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first few episodes, but
Oh, you ain't finished.
she wasn't related to the people who were. So wait, who are you talking about?
Wait, no, she was related to her because she looked just like her. But you wouldn't know what I'm
Talking
talking
about
about
the
because you ain't finished it.
The actors look like each other?
No. Wednesday looked like her ancestor that was
Okay.
that was helping her out with her powers and shit like that.
Gotcha.
But y'all-
Oh,
y'all
got
didn't
it.
finish
In the
it, so we
show.
don't even.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the actors. Oh, okay.
No,
for sure.
no.
Yeah, that show. It lost me.
Damn.
When she knew karate. It was like, I get it, she's really focused, but like She beat up like 5 grown men. She's
In the
like,
coffee shop?
she's a little girl.
Outside when they went to go to that field trip. Yeah, she beat their ass.
No spoilers. It's
That's
very
what locked
early.
me in.
It's very early, but I was just like, all right, I draw the line at martial arts. I get that this is like a weird goth girl who's like cool because she's confident, but the karate, the dance was a little weird too. I didn't like how much social media liked the dance.
Oh.
Yeah, they was on the dance for a couple days.
Dance
That
was
was-
like, there was people doing it in ice skates, and I was just like, it was swaggy.
Let's get this because we in studio, so we got to get this this intro song down. I don't know if you've been familiar with every show we do a different intro song, different beat, something like that. We're just freestyle. You're just trying to freestyle and rhyme. Scary, like damn it, and that you scary with a big booty chick named Mary, something like that. You know what I'm saying? We just go with it.
All right.
We typically would ask the Patreon for some suggestions or genres of songs, but because we're already 30 minutes in and
Memphis.
we're 10 minutes behind, we just gonna go with like a little down south.
Let's do
Memphis. Beat.
Memphis.
All right.
Or yeah. You know what? R.I.P. Gangsta Boo.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Hey. We in here with Memphis on Tutweezy. Forgive my Memphis accent, I'm trying. Hey. Opened up the laptop. Shit was scary, scary. Hey. I send a aim to my bitch Mary. Hey. She came through. She bust my cherry. Damn internet, you scary. Hey. I passed it off to Tut, Wheezy. He said that his shit is all breezy. Yeah. In the crib, listening to Lil Weezy. Yeah. Pass it to my left. Hey, pass it to my left. Yeah.
Pass to my left. Hey, looking like a shell. Yeah. D nigga 5, run up on you like the ref. Hey, charge these niggas, tag you niggas. Yeah. What you talking about? Nigga, I'm high as hell.
Scissor.
Nigga, I'm floating. Ooh, hey, I got so much flow, I ride in the ocean.
Yeah. Scissor.
Yeah. Pass it out. That shit like promotion. Hey. Going
Pass
in.
it out.
Frozen skin.
Frozen skin.
Yeah. Nigga got a frozen heart.
Oh.
I'm an artist, so I do that art.
Come on.
This shit ain't hard.
Nope.
This shit is easy.
Yup.
It's tucked to the Weezy.
To the Weezy.
Yeah. Getting that bread, it's getting real cheesy.
Get real cheesy.
These niggas slobs. Yeah, they looking real sleazy. Off the dome, made this shit up as I go.
Memphis.
I'm a flow. I feel like Aristotle.
Yo.
I got poems for you hoes.
All you hoes. I got poems for you hoes.
I said, this nigga ain't gonna never stop.
Let's go, Weezy.
I was getting lightheaded. I had forgot how to breathe. I'm holding my breath trying to beatbox.
That's some down south shit, man. The right nigga start freestyling. You don't even have to. That's
We'll be
it.
here for 2 hours. Ain't touched on one goddamn story.
Shout out to Memphis, man. Cheesy, bro.
Hands wet as fuck, boy. So much beatbox spit my goddamn head. This microphone gonna stink, bitch. Microphone smell like coffee and Cheetos, bitch.
From the beatbox, that's wild as hell.
Oh my God. that nigga about passed out.
Nigga. Hey, y'all ever been fucking and hold your breath like when you get close to nothing?
Why?
Why?
You know what it is? Cause been fucking. So here it is.
You know what it is?
When
what
your
it is.
chick about to come, right?
Okay.
And she be like, right there. A lot of niggas fuck it up. They try to go all hard and shit like that. But when she say right there, I just stay in the same spot. Whatever I'm in, I hold that bitch. And usually when I freeze, I forget to breathe too. So I'm just holding my breath,
shit.
like just trying to keep that same rhythm. If I do too much, I'm gonna run out of air. But I got enough air in my lungs to be right there, and make sure I finish with that same rhythm. I done almost died so many times trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm considering.
Low-key, women, if you're right there, I feel like women, you should only say, I'm about to come when you right about to come. You ever had somebody say that, and then it didn't happen right away?
Nigga.
It was like to give us a 10 to 15 second grace period. If it's like I'm about to come in 3 minutes, you saying that is like To us, it's about to happen, and then you just like,
women say, I'm about to come right there. Like when they like 10 minutes away from your house. Like, you know, somebody say, yeah, I'm pulling up, I'm right outside. They can take another 10 minutes for them to get there. Like, no, don't do your boy like that.
The fucked up thing is like a woman to get turned off by one thing so fast. She'll think about oh, my kids didn't take the meat out when they got home last night.
I hope they don't
think
think about
throw her
that.
off in the middle of sex and be like, oh, well,
and that's
it's
why
gone.
I don't do no breathing. I give them exactly right
why I
there. I'm the
challenge
same thing right
myself.
there. This is if I was at this speed, that's what I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna hold my breath because if I breathe the wrong way, you just have to exhale right now. I'm like, nope, I'm just right here.
Y'all ever was fucking girl, but you had a little sniffle and you tried to hide it?
Oh my God.
I don't want to think I'm sick. So.
That's the most childish shit ever to have a runny nose during sex, and you like, yeah, girl.
Cold as fuck at Nippy's house.
Like I had a runny nose head, and I didn't want her to look up with. I just put the pillow over my face.
Hey.
I'd have been in that position before.
You gotta turn to the side.
Yeah.
Worse
Worse
than
real
all
quick.
those.
What?
Have y'all ever got a runny nose while going down on a chick?
Oh my God.
It's happened before, and that shit is terrible.
At that point, I just, whatever happened, man.
If you wipe your nose, she'll be offended. But if you just look up to her with a runny nose and you look like a damn sixth grader,
you gotta do it real cool.
Spring.
Like,
My allergies.
you do it. You just wipe both like that at the same time, like, and wipe that shit on the bed.
or you just put your face in it and let it all. Let it all mix.
You booger eating ass little boy.
And then when you come up, it's just everything. And she's like, "Yeah, I was so wet, huh?" And it's like, "Yeah, me too."
You with this goddamn sinus infection killing me.
I'm just kidding. Don't do
Goddamn
that.
hay
Don't do
fever
that.
is killing you, boy. Shit.
Well, that is a weird place to start because, and that's perfect because this is a very weird episode.
Okay.
I feel like today's theme is we are in a simulation, and I have a bunch of evidence of that.
Okay.
Not necessarily scientific evidence, but just there's a lot of weird shit going on.
Hell.
So I'm gonna give you guys kind of like a table of contents for my favorite stories that I want to go through, and you guys choose.
All right.
Do you guys want the wildly dangerous facts that are going on outside? This is just a safety thing because there's some crazy stuff going on. Do you want a twist in one of the biggest shows in Netflix history? Do you want the worst animated show of all time?
Oh, shit.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah. Let's start with that one because I already know what it is.
Let's start with this. Okay, so in true just regular ass Hollywood fashion, they came out with a spin-off of Scooby-Doo, which is a classic Hanna-Barbera, one of my favorite cartoons of all time, actually.
Yes, Sirski.
They did a spin-off called Velma. On paper, great idea, right? Spin-off called Velma, that's an interesting person to do a spin-off about, right? Except they made some changes. I'll give my biggest ones up front, and then I'll give the ones that everybody else is upset about. My biggest one, Scooby-Doo is not in this shit.
Yeah.
They cut Scooby-Doo from Scooby-Doo.
You know what's so crazy? Scooby don't even talk. That's how dope of a character he is. This nigga don't ever have lines. All Bird.
How you cut a nigga with no lines? He had no lines. He's actually also the most impersonated nigga. So how you got the one with no lines is more impersonated than I've never seen a nigga be like, "Hey, I could do Fred from the fuck
Gang, let's split up. Me and Velma stay in the bedroom.
I do a crazy Daphne from Mr. Like, nigga, get your ass out of here. I'm Fred.
Take the fucking ascot off and get the fuck out my face, Fred.
I do an amazing Fred impression.
No damn Fred.
All right, so off top, Scooby-Doo does not appear. No race aside, Shaggy is black. Shaggy's black, and they call him by his real name, which is like Norville or something like that, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So he's not Shaggy, and he's black. I love black people. I would have been fine with a white Shaggy. just because we knew him already.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what Hollywood needs to know. I think Hollywood thinks that minorities are like, man, can they turn all our favorite characters black? Like, that's not what we're asking for. We're asking for original black characters and black stories. Don't make Shaggy black. That's not what we want. Then the shit that everybody else hates, Velma's a lesbian, which you could argue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in the old school,
you could argue that. My thing was like they could have made her thick. This was a perfect opportunity to embrace. Y'all take everything else in my culture, but you don't want to take thick women. Velma was the perfect person to make thick.
You made Shaggy black, but you can't make Velma thick.
Right, because all the Velma costumes, it be thick chicks. For Halloween, they be thick as fuck. It was a perfect opportunity to get that bitch some ass. I mean, just like, that would have kept niggas' attention just on the strip like, Velma.
Yeah, they just be like, this show ain't even that bad.
Yeah, shit kind of wet, but Shawty thick as fuck, boy.
Thick as fuck. I'm on episode 70. 70. I know the whole plot and everything.
They basically, they made her lesbian, which isn't a big deal. What I just don't like is they just messed up the dynamic of the Mystery Machine to me because, Shaggy is a black dude without the nickname. Fred is actually in prison for killing a bunch of girls, and that's what they're trying to prove that he didn't do that. And she is a gay couple with Daphne or something like that. So it's just a different cartoon, and we could have just did that.
Somebody I was talking to, their complaint was like they tried to please everybody in this cartoon.
Everybody at once, yeah.
Yeah, it was like they tried to please all the groups and all that. And I get it, you know what I mean? That way you try to, make sure you're good with everybody, but you still can get canceled.
Yeah, that shit.
You gotta do all that shit, you still get canceled because somebody didn't like the. I mean, they're doing away with the M&Ms, the characters, and they're just going to Maya Rudolph. She's gonna be the new spokesperson for M&Ms. They're getting away from all the characters we grew up knowing. All the M&Ms, all because the green M&M or the blue M, one of them.
They had weird shoes or something.
Yeah, so now it's like that's like, yeah, all right, with no cartoons with nobody, bitch. Yeah. And you still go buy this chocolate covered candy coated.
I get that because people were already on their head, talking shit. Hey, this M&M is this. This M&M has women's shoes. Blah 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 blah. So they were just like, you know what? Never mind. Yep. I get that. They were just like, fuck it. It's all right. We just wanted some M&M mascots.
Everybody was like, I want this one. I want this one. You know what? Fuck it. Everybody eating spaghetti. How about that?
Maya Randolph. That's what y'all get tonight. Man. But I
didn't ask for all that. I feel like
that's the thing.
I feel like a lot of these shows are led by people who are more focused on pleasing like groups and catering to everybody than they are the story. Like if you just kept it simple, you don't have to like add this. Like I feel like some shows be like everything's going good, but I think we need to add a little gay in it.
I mean, I don't mind adding the gay in it, but it's just like make it make sense. Hippie said that Velma has always been a lesbian, and kind of like the underlying thing.
It was arguable.
So it was already there, but it's just like, bro, like y'all get a good script first.
Yeah. Like the thing, it happening is not the bad part. It's definitely like making it make sense. Yeah. If it don't make sense, it don't matter what the character is. It just got if Velma was a goddamn rock this time, make it make sense. Like
they also
make us realize she was a rock from the beginning.
I think Hollywood thinks that these groups that are looking for representation are way simpler and easy to market to than they think. Like I don't necessarily think that gay people or lesbians are like, oh, there's a new show with a lesbian. I want to watch it. Like, it still has to be good to them. So I feel like they tried to please a whole new audience before pleasing the audience that really they got the alley-oop from, which is Scooby-Doo. The core. Like, if they pleased the people who like Scooby-Doo first, and that would have been easier because you got that core fan base. That's an alley-oop. They already had the fan base.
Like, kids love this show. Let's make it a little freaky.
Bro,
you could have added a little bit, but the whole revamp.
Sexual innuendos to childhood shows.
I'm waiting on. I'm surprised Donkey hasn't got a spinoff.
That's what needs to happen.
That's a great idea.
12 Puss in Boots movies.
12 of them.
Yeah, right.
I love Puss in Boots, but I don't know. It's only so much Antonio Banderas I can have.
That's probably why, because niggas saw the check that Eddie Murphy would need for that and was just like, what's Puss in Boots doing?
That's why they didn't do it for sure.
Oh, shit. And what we couldn't have had is one of those spin-offs where they keep the donkey character and change the voice. How they do with shit like Emperor's New Groove and stuff.
Yeah, nah. We need Eddie, bro. Just cut the check.
It would be an amazing show, bro. Him growing up with all his kids, and he got a dragon wife, and what does she be doing in her day?
It's so
With
many
the fairy
different
tale,
ways
yep.
you could go with it because of he's such a like in tune character, and he has like so much going on. Being best friends with the ogre, having a wife, dragon as a wife. You got little dragon donkey kids. Trying to find a place to live that allows pets. You know, like, it's so many different ways you could go with the movie, but, you know.
And they could even leave fairy tales and go to more modern stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
But, you know, Velma being the worst animated series is not my own opinion. It became the worst rated animated series in IMDb history. 1.3 stars out of 10 stars. This was with 5,000 reviews. And this happened on the same week that Last of Us premiered on HBO. And after one episode, it was considered better than Breaking Bad and The Wire. Do you guys think that's Do you guys think that's fair?
No.
They basically said that it beat The Wire and was tied with Breaking Bad as best series of all time just after one episode.
No, I don't think that's
it's
accurate.
the first episode.
Shot.
You
Like,
can't
you
be
gotta-
like, this
it's like-
shit is the best forever. We don't even need the rest of the story.
Not even that. It's like it's kind of like when you think about money back, like $5 million back in the day versus $5 million a day, or even like what did they want for on the first Rush Hour? It's like you kidnap somebody's always like $50,000, $150,000. Who you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton? Like $150,000 now is like.
That was how much it was?
It was some.
It was like hella low for back then.
Yeah, it was just like
That's hilarious. I
But
wanna
now
watch
you be hearing that, you be like, that's all they want for their kid?
yeah.
$50
he
million.
said the
Chinese
president's daughter.
ambassador. That's all they want.
I thought he said $50 million.
Did it say $50 million?
$50 million. Who you think got Chelsea Clinton?
Let me see what it was. I might be wrong.
I do sound
I
like
want
the
$50 million.
that sound like the cadence of Chris Tucker, like $50 million.
Let me see.
And
Yeah,
$50 million is still a lot of fucking money.
Oh, that is.
What was the dude name?
The blonde dude.
Yeah.
He was
What
a
his
great
name?
villain. I
Yeah.
forgot his name was. It's the
Uh,
first time I saw a blonde Asian dude.
Juntao.
All right, it was.
Great memory.
Yeah.
It was $50 million. Okay,
Great
I
memory.
don't know why I thought it was a couple $100,000. I was
I used to remember it from the Chris Tucker
Bro,
lines.
I'm telling you.
like, $50 million. You
I
think?
just remember the things that Chris Tucker said. That was the whole premise of the movie.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was such a great pairing.
It was a great pairing, but man, it was a lot of racial.
Oh, that was the whole thing.
That was so good.
It was
That
one
movie
joke.
was racist on both
It was
sides.
one joke. Well, no, sorry, two jokes that was stretched out. It was the Asian to black jokes, black to Asian jokes, and man, was it great.
They
It was
were
amazing.
going in. They were going in. I heard that they didn't initially click though. Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan didn't initially click.
Oh, I
on
thought
Language barrier.
Jackie did what he did to him in the movies. He pretended that he didn't know English.
Really?
Yeah.
For real? What? Just
That's what Chris said. Chris said that Jackie was pretending he didn't know English then. Because Chris being young, he didn't know how to approach him. Like this motherfucking karate legend. All forms of fighting.
I know, right? I would be. I mean, I feel like it would be tough to kind of click immediately with somebody with a language barrier, you know.
Oh yeah.
But also, Jackie Chan been speaking English for like
Right.
40 years.
Yeah.
Some people just kind of keep the accent
Yeah.
and the broken. I wonder, do you guys think that you could fluently learn another language and be and sound like you were local?
I think with a lot of practice, yeah.
Because
I'm confident in myself.
I feel like even if I spoke another language for decades, I would still have the Jackie Chan type of thing, but in reverse, like I would still sound like I don't really know. Like I don't really know the language. I just learned it.
You just gotta hang around people and pick it up like a sponge.
So you were right. It says prior to Rush Hour, none of the films Jackie Chan worked on showed him speaking English and often showed him speaking either in Cantonese or Mandarin. This led to a bit of tension on the set between Chan and Tucker, who was already a seasoned comedian at the time. Tucker often improvised lines, something that rubbed Jackie Chan the wrong way because he was already having a hard time understanding what Chris Tucker was saying throughout their time together filming the first Rush Hour film. Chris Tucker also had his reservations about working with Chan, recalling how tough it was to work with him initially because he thought Chan didn't know English because he didn't say one word.
That is hard. You just learned this new language. You get a script, and the other nigga starts freestyling. Like, nigga, I'm not getting Black Man Radio. I'm not getting your references, Tucker. Ghana. Chris, I mean, Jackie Chan is probably one of my favorite action stars.
Yeah. I love how entertaining he is. Like, he'll take a bowl out the kitchen and beat up 3 niggas with the bowl and then eat out of the bowl.
Yeah.
That's like the best part about Jason Bourne to me is like every Jason Bourne movie has a main fight scene where he's using some stupid weapon like a pen or a rolled up newspaper.
Man, he rolled up that magazine.
Beat that nigga ass. I would be so upset. I think the other nigga had like a knife or a gun or something.
He went with the rolled up magazine. Then he got a pen. It killed him with a pen.
Yeah, one dude had the pen, one dude had the rolled up magazine, and then one dude had a towel or like a washcloth.
Yeah,
and whipped his ass. And I think that's like early Jackie Chan where he was beating niggas up with brooms, doing early parkour before we knew what that shit was.
Exactly.
This nigga was doing all of that.
Man,
Doing
all
his
of
own
these
stunts.
have changed so much, man. Even like when it comes time to like buy a house or get a car, we're in such a better predicament than we were even just 10 years ago, thanks to companies like Kikoff. Kikoff is the easiest way to build credit and build credit fast. Whether you have no credit or you want to boost your score, Kikoff is the #1 credit building app that has helped over 1 million people take control of their credit. I remember when I was trying to get my credit up, probably about 10 years ago, when I was trying to get a brand new car, and my credit wasn't bad, but it wasn't high enough to get the APR I wanted on the interest rate, and it also wasn't like established enough to where I was able to get like big loans because I didn't have enough work history continuously from like a regular job. It was just like all tour stuff. So Kikoff would have been perfect back there for me when I was trying to get my new car, but you can apply in minutes with no credit check, no hidden fees, and no interest. Plan start at just $5 a month, and every time it's just one-time payment with Kikoff. You make with Kikoff. You make that one-time payment, and Kikoff is reported to major credit bureaus. So you always see the growth. You always know what's going on. It's not one of those things where you're kind of guessing, and it doesn't affect your credit score. To check your credit score with Kikoff, it's just great, man. Kikoff has also been praised by big names like Forbes and NerdWallet as the smart way to build credit fast. And with a 4.9 out of 5 rating in the App Store and over 44,000 rave reviews, you can trust that Kikoff can help you get ahead of what you're trying to do. So, what are you waiting for? All right, we're always going to ask that. You know, we always got something for you guys. Apply right now in a minute in Kikoff.com and start building your better credit. That's KIKOFF.com to build your credit score without the lift. That's KIKOFF.com. Head over to Kikoff and get your credit score popping.
Get your credit score popping.
Do that.
I'm thankful I got that credit score. Boy, let me tell you something. If it wasn't for a good credit score, I would not have my MX, and I wouldn't have my MX. I would not be able to get the work done on my teeth because my dental insurance is the bullshit. Delta Dental is a fucking Ponzi scheme.
This is like
they
a
are the
reverse
worst.
This is a reverse ad.
Delta
I
Dental.
told you about somebody I fuck with. Let me tell y'all about somebody
who I don't fuck with. Fucking hate Delta Dental, bro. They took out damn near $3,000 from December to now.
Shit.
And I was supposed to be all cut up. Now, keep in mind, part of that $3,000, they took out money for months that we weren't even signed up. And they told us they couldn't sign us back up until the new year, but they backdated the payments and still charged us for the months we weren't even able to use the insurance.
Wow.
I go to the fucking dentist's office on last Tuesday to get a root canal, and the lady's like, trying to check myself, and she was like, you have no coverage. We get on the line with Delta Dental, and they like, yeah, only the kid has coverage. You or your wife don't have coverage.
Did they just take it off?
Bro, I don't know, but they had just took the money like a week ago, so it's like, well, get the money back, bitch.
Money for like as in like
as a payment.
Like
for the
you're still going.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yes.
crazy. I didn't even know there
Dental.
was Delta Dental.
Yeah, I fucking hate them. They the devil.
Yeah.
They are, and supposedly they're the best out of all the bullshit providers out there. Delta is supposed to be the top one, but they are big trash, man. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it, so.
I need to figure out the how to cheat the point system and really take advantage of that shit. So I just signed up for the Bonvoy Marriott. So I want to start getting hotel points and flight points, but I haven't spent points on anything yet. I'm just like new in the room, like
hold on to these points.
Y'all spending money and getting stuff, huh?
Yeah. The Amex, Greg and we were talking about how with Amex you get cash back when you shop at certain places.
Yeah.
And like they give you like a list of things that you do. Like right now you spend $50 or more, you get $5 back with the Amex. If you spend $150 more at Levi's, you get $30 back. If you spend $100 or more at STK, the restaurant, you get $20 back up to 40 times.
That's so genius because, like, that's such a weird marketing. It's like you weren't even thinking about this place, but come through and spend all this money and you'll get $20 off. And I'll be like, all right.
That sounds like a good deal.
I mean, at some point I got to eat. Might as well.
Like, I wasn't even thinking about that shit before.
Pay $40 for some crispy calamari. Why not? Hey, calamari is fire.
Crispy
calamari.
I can't do it.
You can't do the calamari?
Can't do the calamari. I can't do the crawfish.
I can't do
no
the crawfish.
Why not?
I'm not sucking no.
First time I seen it, it had the eyeballs on it. I was like,
What about
no.
headless? Shrimp look the same.
Nah, I don't get my shrimp like that. I get my shit with the head cut off.
Crawfish stink worse than shrimp.
I don't do a whole lot of seafood. Like the deep seafood, I mean the heavy seafood people eating, like the oysters, nigga, that's the boogers of the sea. That shit look like snot. People be
is that?
No, it has the consistency of a loogie too.
Oh no, I'm not doing that, baby.
I tried every version: grilled, fresh, fried. It's all booger.
And they say it tastes different depending on the body of water that it comes from too. I'm just like, bro,
because you're sipping a little bit.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
You're sipping a little bit of water.
Shelled booger up out of here.
Shucking.
Shucking and jiving.
Yeah, I remember there was we did like a food tour, and the lady who was leading it, she shucked these oysters with dirty hands. There was no toppings, no sauce. It was just lemon, and it wasn't horrible, but it was very weird.
That's the description somebody gives you first time they taste ass.
It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible. Tastes kind of weird, but you know, you see me walking around on it.
It needs something. It's a little dash of something.
Need a little dash.
Just a little dash of something.
And no, Sherry Boys, I have not eaten a whole fish yet. I've never been like to Mexico. Was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this whole fried fish or Honduras.
With the face
or
still
with
on
the
it?
head and the eyeballs.
man.
What's the benefits of that? They eat the eyes, right?
Some people do. Your boy don't.
I could see eating the middle part though, because that's like a cartoon. You know how they be eating them?
Yeah, and then leave the head and the bones in there.
Perfect.
Nah, man, just give me a fillet of catfish, some catfish nuggets. Goddamn me, I eat some salmon, but that's it. I don't eat all that other shit. I really only eat tuna like in my sushi now. I don't even eat like tuna fish, like the whipped up tuna fish.
You don't eat that anymore?
I just don't, because I used to get it from Subway. Then I found out that shit is like pillow fillings or whatever.
Y'all eat tartar? Shit tartar?
Oh, that's the worst part of it is they try to make you feel like it's not raw meat.
Right.
Let me tell you the first time I ever had tartar or some shit.
Is it steak tartar?
It was steak tartar.
Yeah.
So this is like around the first times I'm visiting LA. I have a meeting with my manager and like some investors and shit. And we go to this restaurant in like Beverly Hills. We go to like a hotel in Beverly Hills and they got a restaurant in it and shit. So everybody got the menu. I'm sitting with like about 20 white people I never met in my life. And about 3 of us are black. I'm like, what's going on?
It's a big ass table.
Big ass table. Yeah. That was a huge ass table. So everybody get the menus and shit. And one of my friends was like, yeah, I'm getting the tuna tartar. I was like, I see steak tartar and it come with fries. I was like, hell yeah. I don't want none of that tartar sauce though. I'm cool. So I ordered that.
Oh, you thought it was tartar.
Listen.
Tartar.
I was like, you can hold the tartar sauce. I'm cool on that.
Tartar.
So this me being a nigga that never been nowhere. I'm like, why the fuck would I want tartar sauce with my steak? I'm thinking it's like steak bites and fries and shit.
Did you tell him like, no, I'm easy on the tartar?
He asked, the shit that scared me was he asked everybody else, like, how would you like your burger? How would you like your burger? And then he get to me, And I say I want steak tartar. And he like, okay. And he just walk off. I'm like, damn,
He didn't ask about
yeah,
the-
ask me how I want it. I guess he figured that I look like a medium well nigga.
It only come in super rare.
And he brought the cart out. He gave everybody else their food, and he had this like silver cart. And I'm like, oh, he got my food on the cart. He about to hibachi that shit. He about to cook that shit in my face. I already know. And I see him just mixing in like, I'm like, I don't see no heat. I don't see nothing plugged in. I'm like, must be like one of them heated carts or some shit. I don't know. He got some, they got high technology here.
Heated cart that can cook meat?
Yeah, I was like, that's cool. I was like, damn, Beverly Hills, y'all doing it big.
Damn, Beverly Hills.
Man, he started putting seasoning shit in it, and he get a spoonful of it, and he put it on my plate, and he said, you let me know if it needs anything else. And I said, yeah. I said, to be cooked. That's what else he needs.
He didn't do the grinder thingy?
He did. Look, it was already, he just mixed that shit up, mixed some soy sauce and some shit in there, and scooped it on my plate.
Bro.
I was like, I need it to be cooked. He was like, I can turn it into a burger L for you. Yeah, burger that motherfucker.
Wow. Hey, rich people got some damn audacity. Like,
Bro.
hey, you know what niggas would pay for? Uncooked
Nigga,
meat.
I was talking to the first time I had it. I'm at a table with some friends. They've had it before, and they were like, "You should try it. Just try it." I'm like, "What is it?" They were like, "Just try it." And I was like, "All right, cool." It comes. I'm thinking it's just like super rare. I think it's like medium rare, but like
But you see it.
Yeah. And so I taste. I was like, "This don't taste done." It was like, "Yo, it's raw." I was like, why would you give me raw steak? It was like, well, it's cooked by the acidity of the lime juice or the lemon juice. I'm like,
Shut up.
that don't cook nothing.
Not true.
That's the
I ain't never had a fucking Sprite that was like, oh yeah, that's a well done
The
Sprite.
lime juice cooks
No,
it.
fuck, they really
Hell
try to pass
nah.
off like the acidity of the lime
Oh
juice.
my God.
Cook. I was like, bro, get the fuck out my
Oh,
face.
it don't?
bro.
It just make it limey and raw.
Limey. The only time I've ever seen it, they had the nerve to have a nigga in a tuxedo doing this shit, and it came out in the little like like how. You know how hair came out of them dolls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out like that.
The Play-Doh doll.
It came out like Play-Doh. Then he was cranking it. And it was just like, it was crazy expensive. The nigga had a tuxedo, but it was just like, that even the color of it looked like ground beef.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, we're only giving you a little, and it's expensive. And it's like, no, that's not
No,
enough.
I'm good,
That's
bro.
not enough.
Nah, cook my shit, man. Now, when it comes to steaks, I love a good steak. I don't need a whole lot of shit. Salt and pepper. If it's a good cut of meat, you don't need nothing but salt and pepper. I don't need no steak sauce, none of that shit.
How
The
you get it
steak
cooked?
tartar, I get mine medium plus.
Medium plus. I didn't even know it was.
It's
is that like
it's literally like an unlocked heat. I didn't know about it
Bro,
this year.
medium
Last
plus
year.
is where you want to be. Now, real steak houses, for the most part, they'll know what you mean.
Is there like a high package? This shit
Nah.
sound like Hulu Plus.
Medium is just like medium plus is like just a little bit before or a little bit after medium rare.
Oh.
But it's
Like
not
in
like
between.
it's
Like a
not medium
0.5.
well. Yeah. So it's like 0.5. It's a good little. It's the perfect middle ground for people that
Oh,
like
so-
want to steal juicy steak, but you don't want to steal a whole lot of blood when you're cutting through it.
Yeah, that's
It's
not what I wanna
perfect
see.
for
Because
that.
a lot of times when people say medium well, they come out and it's like damn near well,
Yeah.
you know. But then a lot of times when you order medium, you just like, this is way too bloody. So it's kind of just like,
Okay.
it's just like right
I
in the
just put me
middle.
on to some shit. Medium plus.
That medium plus, boy.
All right.
Get your meat plussed.
I love it. I love a good steak, baby.
I feel like I'm the same. I like salt, pepper. Randomly Italian seasoning works with steak for me.
Really?
And giving it like a bath in butter and garlic. As long as you got the
That butter bath makes a
the
difference,
dousing.
man.
The
Damn.
dousing.
Oh, I forgot. I met Al Pacino that day. He was drunk as hell. He bumped into my nigga chair.
The day of the tartar.
The day of the Tartar. Yeah.
Oh, you was
That
at a mafia meeting.
That was a
spot.
wild day. Yeah, I felt like it. He walked past, man, bumped the shit out of my nigga chair. It was like, ah.
Was he drunk?
He was drunk as shit.
Oh shit, that's a cool story.
That is.
Al Pacino. I think it was probably there having a wild ass meeting.
He,
Bro.
he was definitely having a
I
wild
would love
ass
to spend a day with a couple people just to see what they day to day is like.
Yeah.
Like Erica Badu, for sure. We got to do that. We get some tea early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I like to hang with El Pacino. Like, hang with people like where, because it's weird. I was watching this video and this guy was talking about, it's like when you're making between this much and this much a month. And he got up to like, when you're pulling in like $100,000 to $200,000 a month, money loses its concept. importance of it, the significance of it loses its concept, and then you just start living life for experiences. He's like, me and my friends are going to F1. The tickets are $3,000 a piece. He's like, we're gonna rent a villa and we're just gonna watch the race from the patio of the villa. It's like you start just living for experiences. You don't ever ask what the price is. You never look at price tags. You just live life. So to go with somebody and just do that on the day and film that type of shit, like yo, motherfuckers just like that's some dope shit. Because I told Farron, I was like, one day I want us to take like a 24-hour trip. Don't pack our bags or anything. We just have a list of cities we want to hit. We go to the airport, see what the price is like, and we go to that one city for that day. And we plan that shit. And like, if our max is $1,500, like, all right, this is how much money we're going to spend on this trip. So the tickets cost $400. So we go get a room for, $300. That means that we got $800 to go spend and either eat or see a show or do some type of activities. But like, I want to do some shit like that because I feel like a lot of times money does hold us back, especially like when you're younger, you're thinking about, I'm gonna go on this trip, but I only got this much to spend. Like, I want to see what it's like to not even think about that type of shit.
Right.
That makes sense, though. I mean, I feel like experiences are the part that you can't get back. And I feel like a lot of people get stuck just raising this random number. And it's important that you have a high number of this money thing, but it's like, people just literally like live all about making the money, and this number keeps rising, and they don't get to enjoy none of it. And them experiences, I'd be jealous of people who, like, I knew people in college that were like, they already saw the world, and they were like 18, 19, and they were just like, I sold my car, got like $5,000, and did all this shit. And it wasn't about being rich or having the time. They just made it happen. And so it was just like, you can't.
I think being black definitely has an effect on us when it comes to that. Because like, I've thought about doing that shit when I was in my 20s and shit like, but it's like, damn, if I took business all my schooling, like from high school to college, it was always kind of centered around business. And from that mindset, when you think about doing something like that, you come back to the workforce, you got this big gap on your resume. Like, and people gonna ask you, like, what were you doing for this time? And like, I feel like if you're white and you say I was touring the world, I was finding myself, then that's cool. But if you say you're a black person, like I was just checking out the world and stuff like that, they're not gonna believe you.
You sound homeless.
You were selling drugs.
Like you were just unproductive for a couple years. You were in between jobs. So what really happened, Tyrone, when you were in jail?
I never thought about that.
So like, I always thought about it like that. Like,
what were you doing from 2015 to 2017? Europe, Africa. This nigga's an international drug smuggler.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so I always like, because it's not as much now, I would imagine, because so many things are done remotely and you can do it from home. But back in the day, those were real questions that you would ask in interviews. Like, why this gap in your work history? Right. What was going on here? Like, what do you think you bring to the company? All of that type of shit. And I feel like a lot of those questions were set up to where we couldn't even think about doing something like, like traveling the world or doing some shit like that. Plus, a lot of times when people do that type of shit, they might sell all of their belongings and shit like that, but they come from a family where they can get the support if they get to a place and they're hard up. Yeah. Somebody can wire them $1,500 or $10,000 so they can continue to. That's the thing. They wire them enough money to continue the trip, not just come home.
Right.
It's like, nigga, I like right now where I stand, I'm like the breakout store in my family. So I would have had nobody, even back then, I would have had nobody actually call and just ask for a couple $100. Right. You know what I mean? So. Hell yeah. I would love to do that shit, but back then that just wasn't an option, nigga. Right. You leave if you want to, motherfucker.
Plus, you got to know how to do that shit. You can't just go backpacking in Europe without a little experience, And
that's another thing. When you white, you can get away with more shit like that because you, as a white American, until you open your mouth, you could be from France, you could be from Paris. Until you open your mouth, they might not know that you're actually not a full blood, whatever fucking country you're from. But when you're black and you are in these other countries, the way you walk tells on you. The way you dress tells on you. So it like
that is a nigga.
Right. They don't comfortable to be there and always be the minority somewhere. And not even know who you can talk to, especially when there's a language barrier. I'm like, bro, that shit's scary. Fuck that shit. I'd rather deal with the devils I know.
Nah, for real. Speaking of devils and traveling.
Nice segue.
Everybody in North Carolina, I would advise you guys to be careful. And this is just going to make me be extra careful, too, because the police out there are finding razor blades inside gas pumps. Basically, they're taping these razor blades inside so that if you were to squeeze the gas pump, you would essentially cut your fingers open or off.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's just really trying to see the world burn like that, but I think that's just an extra thing to check about because it's kind of crazy out there. We in a damn simulation right now.
In the late 90s, in the early 2000s, there was a myth going around where people were putting AIDS-affected syringes in gas handles and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the trick-or-treat candy.
Yeah,
There was
I
a
was
gas
gonna say
pump,
about
too?
Yeah, it was in the
in
pump
the candy
too.
apple.
Yeah, they were supposedly doing that in the gas pumps too. So you grab it and you stick yourself with it. It's like, bro, like what type of people just
wild.
do that? That's wild as fuck. First of all,
I was
you're
always
not even
thinking
there
that.
to like witness it.
It's just like,
They
yeah, I
just
know it
somewhere,
happened.
I know somebody got
Somebody
that shit.
bleeding, especially
Just
the
like
kid
me.
ones. Like, you really at home fashioning a razor and a Twix bar
Yeah.
and sealing it, hoping that just like some little kid just comes like, yeah, I'm sure he bit into it by now. Like,
Yeah. Sherry Barnes hit it on the head. She was like, she remembered that urban legend because a lot of these things were supposedly
on the
happening,
news?
but a lot of it turned out to be urban legends, like some of the candy syringes and candy, and also like the do y'all remember the one was like if you see somebody driving with their lights off, and somebody flick their lights and let them know, and then they follow the person home.
That's a
and
gang initiation.
yeah, they
thing.
follow you home. And
That's
kill
an
you,
urban
and that's how
legend?
supposedly that was.
Is it?
Okay.
That's what I
I
heard.
thought that
like,
was
'cause I
true.
thought it was
I
real
feel
for
like that's
years,
true.
but then I heard it was an urban legend.
That made me uninterested in helping anybody.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I feel like I am a good person.
Hey man, your lights off. Cool, we
But,
getting
like,
him.
Right. Yeah, I know, right? Between that and all the movies I've seen of like somebody helping a hitchhiker or, you know, like somebody like with a flat tire or broken down car, and then all these people jump out and it's just like those people were punished with their lives for being a good person. I'm just like, well, somebody else will get it.
All right, flashing your headlights at an oncoming car could get you killed by a gang member, and they say that is fiction. The truth. This has circulated for more than 20 years, but there is no truth to it. The folks at the DARE program deny that this is email ever originated with them. Supposedly, I guess that's where it originated. They brand this warning as a hoax. The DARE program works among kids who are at risk to become gang members. They describe themselves as giving the kids the life skills they need to avoid involvement in gangs, drugs, and violence.
But how would you know? Like, how would that be reported? Like, if someone was shot and killed, I don't know if they.
Maybe
it would
one
have to be
person in the car got
survivors.
away. Yeah, one person in the car got
There'd
away.
have to be survivors for that. It's just like,
Well, I mean, if you're a gang member, you only got to kill one person, I think. It's like life for life, and then you get your...
that's enough to be an
Your teardrop.
urban legend. Yeah.
You get your teardrop.
That just
my
happens.
God.
That
They
just
got a
happens.
teardrop
Motherfuckers at high
ceremony and
school.
shit. All the gang members there clapping and shit after he finished.
That's
Woo, I'm
crazy.
so proud of you.
Way to
I'm
kill that
so proud of you
nigga.
taking that nigga life.
Yeah, kill, kill,
job.
kill.
Yeah. When the white man kill us, it's a problem. But when we kill each other, that's respect.
Woo!
That's
Real
teardrops,
shit.
nigga.
Real nigga shit.
10
Hell
drops.
yeah.
You running out of face?
You running out of
I'm
face.
putting in
It
too
start
much
going
work.
down your neck.
I'm putting
This
in way
nigga-
too. This nigga sad. This nigga crying in
This nigga got a list.
Courtney, that is a rule too. Like flashing at oncoming cars to let them know a cop is there is different from flashing at a car that didn't have their lights on. We're talking about
Right.
initially it was like if you flash your lights at a car that didn't have the lights on, then that would be the whole gang thing. But like that is still a thing, very much a thing. Flashing your car at oncoming cars when you just saw a cop, you can let people know. Give them
Which
that
is
hit.
hella unfortunate for niggas who forgot to turn their headlights on.
Yeah.
It's
You
like, no,
just driving when you see a nigga with that shit up. Well, they got it.
I've been driving for an hour and a half. Nobody told me. It's like, niggas, everybody thought you was dangerous. It's like, nope. Well, you ain't gonna get me.
You ain't gonna get
It
me,
ain't that
nigga.
dog. There's a lot of street lights. Nigga be all right.
You know your lights off. You don't see.
Nigga be all right.
Nigga be okay.
So you mentioned that I don't know if you knew him or not, but somebody who was rich went to buy villas and just watch the races and shit like that. It's funny you bring that up because one of the stories is related to that because Malcolm in the Middle, Frankie Muniz, is now a NASCAR driver.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? One of the first episodes of Punk'd, he was on it. And he had this vintage
He had a
Porsche,
nice ass car.
right? And he had parked it at this lot. He was having a meeting about a movie, and he came out, and his car was gone, and it was Ashton Kutcher and them punking him. But in that episode, you could tell how invested he was in cars. So to hear this isn't really a shock. It's more of like, damn, he really saw that shit through.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
This nigga
such a
doing
wild
side missions
I was
for
about
sure.
to say, that's so different than what he was doing. Apparently, it's the minor league, which I didn't even know NASCAR had.
Me either,
Like
goddamn.
a D league. And
D-League driver? What is that? What does that even mean?
Are they like-
when you're driving?
Are there like college scouts? Are there niggas that drive in college?
That
like,
nigga going in the
nigga,
circle good.
you can't drive in high school, so you can't get scouted. Like
You be in the back of his Uber, be like, you ever thought about driving professionally yet?
NASCAR scouts gotta wait until they graduate. They're just like, come on, man, just drive my car. I'll let you drive. But yeah, he says he still plans to appear in films and television shows, but he now considers himself a full-time driver who is acting on the side.
Wow.
So, side missions, we're talking about side missions. Is there something random where if you just had nothing but money and free time, like all the whole trying to make it, trying to be someone, trying to be stable, all that stuff was just moved to the side? Would you guys jump into something completely different?
DJing.
Okay.
I would DJ for free.
And do comedy on the side? Like move comedy to the side? Interesting.
I would DJ. Bro, if I had the time to invest just hours and hours upon like perfecting DJing and making, and then that was the other thing with like making my own beats to like put tracks under a track and like make that shit my own. Bro, I would absolutely do that shit. Absolutely.
What would your DJ name be?
I don't know.
DJ Bob Bob.
No.
No.
Not that one, no. That's an S.
DJ Medium Plus. Here we go.
It's your boy.
I'm not rare and I'm not well done.
I would probably have it as a sound, like my DJ name was ba 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 ba.
Medium plus.
Medium.
Come through tonight. We got DJ ba 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 on the ones and twos.
Oh my God.
What you think?
What I do? Shit.
What would your ultimate side mission that would become your main mission? Because he was probably low key racing on the side.
Yeah.
With the Porsches and shit.
I gotta think about that one. I might be a fucking master chef.
Really? You like cooking like that?
Yeah, I fuck with cooking.
Damn. The shit you don't know.
Chef Wheezy.
Yeah, I don't know. Wear a ski mask so people.
You wouldn't want people to know?
The max chef.
Oh, even that'd be like
his
the
little
gimmick.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Ski mask chef.
The Mad Chef is dope. That's got a nice little ring to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Mad Singer. Like
Chef.
you just found out like some of your favorite artists and actors and shit are
It was
dope in the kitchen.
that made that steak.
Right? The part that don't matter.
Hey, that's the show.
Hey, it is low key though. It's just like the Mad Singer.
I didn't know Ja Rule made a killer quiche.
That's
It's supposed to be a
hilarious.
steak. It's a whole sandwich with some old bologna. Like
Imagine, like,
this sandwich takes $1 million. Ja, is that you?
you were like, this
Gotta
is
be Ja
amazing.
Rule.
L.E.
Beyonce. Beyonce made my grilled cheese.
Apparently, grilled cheese is her favorite thing to make. That'd be a crazy.
Cheesy Cleopatra, baby.
It's like a big ass mascot too, unnecessary.
That'd be
It's like
hilarious.
the bull is Solange.
What about you, Pat?
I don't know. I feel like it would be fun to be like a artifact, like a like a treasure hunter.
Oh, that would be dope.
Like Nicolas Cage on
That
some
would be
shit.
dope.
Oh, that'd be fine.
The only thing that's scary about that is like you got to do some wild shit to actually get one because there's hella people that have tried. So it got to be some treacherous shit that I don't know if I'm willing to do. But I feel like trying to find a little like a golden El Gato in some type of jungle.
Bro, I'm surprised
That's funny
James
as hell.
Cameron hasn't found more treasure. As much as he be underwater,
Diving and shit,
diving
yeah.
and shit. I'm like, that would be dope as fuck. Like to like literally do the research for like where pirate ships went down, find it, go out there, you know, have a mathematician that can like account for the time and the waves and the shifting of the
There's
earth.
trillions of dollars in there.
Nigga, I can't even imagine how much treasure must be underneath.
But it's gotta be. They all gotta be in hard to reach places.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you gotta think like First of all, the first niggas with maps got most of it.
Right. They definitely got most of it.
All the easy shit is just like, oh shit, nigga, that's right off of Venice.
And ain't no record book in. Niggas ain't turning it in.
Yeah.
Ain't no record book for what has been found and what hasn't.
Ain't nobody else with the map yet. They be like, oh shit, that's right there.
Man,
so
oh
I feel like all the easy stuff has been wiped. All you got to go deep into the Mariana Trench to get like a coin. Get like one
I
little
wouldn't
coin.
be able to go there because I can't say that word. Mariana
Mariana Trench.
Marinara Trench. Oh, we found the cheese sticks.
In the Marinara Trench.
Yes, all the cheese sticks.
This nigga was just at Chili's. He wasn't even in the water. I'm in deep in the Marinara Trench.
In the Marinara Trench.
This nigga was at Applebee's. Going where no man's got before.
Oh my God.
Oh shit,
That's
that'd
hilarious.
be dope though. All right, well shit, that would be dope, man. I wish, one of us gets a chance to do that.
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely gonna DJ at some point, but
Side mission.
yeah, side mission would be fun as hell, bro.
Start doing that as soon as I reach a certain level. I'm just gonna start doing side missions.
Yep.
You can start easy, just get a little metal detector, go on the beach.
I be seeing
Start
that.
off
That
as one of
shit
them
boring.
niggas on the beach.
That shit look boring as hell because niggas would be out there several hours and be like, $2.50. That'd be a great day though. If you find in metal and you get $7, that's a lot of fines.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
Bunch of
not a
Sprite
good enough
cans
day
and
for
shit.
me. Yeah, nigga,
But you might
mostly
find
have
some
that.
rings down there too, some rings, some earrings. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I would do it near people who are still there.
Hey, move your leg. It's beeping. That motherfucker going
That's
off.
way more likely than like, oh my God, somebody's wallet. Like, it's gotta be something that was recent.
Sand is hard to dig in too, because that shit just be falling right back as soon as you trying to dig a hole. That little sand just get like, get the move, nigga.
Hey, how come them niggas ain't robbed more? I feel like you could just be sitting down waiting for this nigga to be like, oh!
Let him do all the digging
All
and
the
everything.
digging. And as soon as he's done, what'd you get?
So, what you find today?
What did I get? What did I get?
What'd you find?
Ninja walk. So what we find today, my boy?
30 years, I found Prestigio Sir Drake's watch. It's like, nigga, I found it.
Appreciate you finding that for me. I was looking for it.
Appreciate that, my boy. Well, listen, man, it's about that time for us to get up out of here. Tutweezy, thank you for coming through, man. You got anything coming up you want to let the people know to look out for? Anything like that?
Yeah, actually, look out for a film that I was recently in. It's hitting the festivals.
Sundance,
Yeah. We just left Sundance. Performed some live music from the soundtrack of the film because I do some of the music for the soundtrack of the film.
Super dope, my boy.
Lead co-star Lorraine Bracco's in it. Shout out to my boy Malik. He's amazing as fuck. The film is called Jasir. Right now it's doing a festival circuit and shit. Till that motherfucker get picked up.
Yes, sir.
It is, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell
Jasir.
yeah, man. We got Tutweezy in the
Coming
building,
through.
man. Shout out to the Scary Squad. Thank y'all so much for tapping in and watching as usual, man. We appreciate y'all. We got some things coming up, guys. Just stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. As always, I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. Peace, guys.
See y'all next week.